Apparently. Welcome to another edition of Recap UFC Vegas 68 discussion as we watch, as Dave and I are going to watch the face-offs. I'm a little under the weather, but Dave started telling me I was wearing a skirt, so here I am. Crack it. Cheers. I got to do this card anyway because all the Koreans on it. I'd be my country would probably shame me if I didn't do the Korean card. I mean, come on, I'd be.
Come on.
They'd start calling me Twinkie. You know what Twinkie is? Yellow on the inside, white on the inside. That's it's like a big deal that I'm Korean. I'm shitting you not. It's a real thing. Like because I'm Korean, but I'm not fluent in the language. The old timers all Twinkie, or even the older ones that don't know what Twinkies are, the banana. Oh, banana. Oh, yeah. I've been called banana. I've been called Twinkie, half breed. Oh, all sorts of derogatory mixed race things with the old school Koreans.
Paul Ranj.
I would like to try to get into the Korean mafia. I would have to, like blood in, blood out. But like the Spanish, I'd have to do that with the Korean people. I'd have to learn how to fluently speak the language, and it's a big mess.
It's okay. You're still not half as disappointed as your mother is in you. You'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. I thought you were going to come up with one of your stupid Asian.
No, I'm not being racist tonight.
No high expectations.
Oh, come on, that was a good one. I've got very high expectations from this card. We'll have some Asians that are going to do well.
Well, we got one guy in the chat. That's probably Real News MMA. I don't know, who knows? But it's going to be fun anyway. I don't do it for, huh?
I'll be right back.
Right. Here we go. Take your time. We're only streaming live. It's all right. You got all night. Yeah, this is a different type of card. I mean, not a lot of there's only 3 Americans on this card. Derek Lewis, Adam Fugit. I like saying Fugit anyway, better. And and Devin Clark, Brown Bear. Patty Mills. How's it going, Patty?
That's right. I'm almost there, guys.
Go ahead, Dave. We're only live. That's all right. You should have got this ready when I told you an hour ago we're gonna go live at 9:00 Eastern.
Stop pressuring me.
Are you looking for your bong? The one with the lighter holder. I gotta find the one with the lighter holder. I'll never remember where my lighter is.
I'm ready for you now.
All right, y'all set?
Almost, yeah.
What computer do you guys stream with? Oh, Dave's got a much more. His computer costs double mine. MacBook, I heard MacBook works the best. I'm using I think a Chromebook, not even a Chromebook. I got Microsoft, like Windows 11, Intel Core i5 Lenovo. But I checked it out, and everybody's saying MacBook would be the best for media. Anyway, let's get into this. Dave, you got your shared screen set up, so. Okay, we're going to start out right with Tapology. Open that up, and let's start the first fight. Come with the Japanese guy. My flyweight unranked contender pick, Tatsuo Taira, taking on Jesus Aguilar. What is he? Is he Mexican? What is that flag?
Mexican.
Good. To be honest with you, Dave, I didn't do a lot of research in this, but this one, you don't have to do a lot of research in this fight because Tatsuo is a minus 1,200 favorite. Chances are he's not going to lose this fight. So, he's a hot prospect. he's like he started amateur fighting at 15 years old. He went pro when he was like 19. Now he's 23, undefeated, 12-0 record as a pro, hot prospect out of Japan. And he's taking on 8-1 Mexican fighter Jesus Aguilar, who I mean looks decent. But do you have the face-offs docked up on your shared screen? All right, here we go. Good. Let's see how they look. We had Tatsuo, the taller guy, wearing the hat. Oh, that's his new look and everything. That's fine. I don't mind wearing the hat. And he's substantially taller than the other guy. And look, he did the Mexican bow, like out of respect. But you know what? You don't break eye contact. He looked right to the floor. Lucky it wasn't a fight. He would have caught a knee right to the face there. But Tatsuo should clown this guy. He's got a wrestling advantage. I think Jesus Aguilera, though, like I said, I didn't do a lot of research, but I did a little bit. I think he does have some submission victories against a bunch of nobodies over in the Mexican regional scene. But Tatsuo can grapple, he can wrestle, he can strike. He's the taller, lengthier guy. He should be able to cruise through this guy, but there's no bet for me, not at minus 1,200. That's what Bet Online says right now, minus 1,200. That's ridiculous. Not going to take my money. I doubt I'm going to keep him out of parlays too. Just why it's going to increase your parlay minuscule. It's not worth just, not worth it. You got anything to add about this?
No, just you pretty much said it. Not worth the odds. And this Mexican he's fighting against isn't actually that bad. Like, he's actually pretty decent. He's 8-1 and he has a striker's chance. So I might be willing to put in a little,
don't waste your money. Don't waste your money. What's he plus what? Plus 800? I don't know. Maybe waste your money. That's fucking, $10 will make you 80. I mean, hell. But I'm saying, right, this is the first fight of the night, so thankfully this is when I'll be rolling up or something. I'm not gonna put a bet on this. But I do have, like I told you, I do have Tatsuo as he was my first round pick for flyweights. Yeah. For the unranked contender contest. And I think he will after stomping through this guy. He's number 22 now. He'll break the top 15 this year. He might. Two more fights after this one. He's in top 15. All right.
Once again, I mean, this one's pretty simple, guys. No bet. I'm going to put a $5 scratch off on Jesus Aguilar just for fun.
$5 win you 40. That I might do the same thing.
Not bad. You know what? Yeah. $5. I ain't going to lose it. I'll make it up later on. I'm not too concerned, but just for fun. I don't like the bookies when they hit that minus 1,200 plus 700. So obviously very high expectations on
They're just dangling bait, and they just want to take your money because that's what's going to happen. They're just going to take your $5. All right, let's move on to the next one. Another one of my unranked contender picks, Jun Young Park, the Iron Turtles, taking on Denis Tialuilin from what is he, Russian, right?
Yes.
Both of them, I know they got some red spots in their last. Well, Jun Young Park's got that one. That was against Gregory Rodriguez, I can tell you right there. And Dennis, he's got a couple too and he's got much less experience in the UFC. Yeah, he's only got 2 fights in the UFC where Jun Young Park's got, I don't know, I think a few more. Definitely a few more. I think Jun Young Park's a better fighter everywhere you look at this. I think his wrestling's good. If you watch his fight, even against Gregory Rodriguez, RoboCop, even in that fight, a little bit more, and he was hurting. He was making him wobble a little bit. RoboCop. I know RoboCop just got destroyed his last time out. Was that 2 weeks ago, right? Just recently, but still, I think Jun Young Park is the better. Denis Tialuilin, he's like a rock'em sock'em robot. He doesn't have very good. He blocks punches with his face. He doesn't have very good striking defense. He can't evade punches. He'll just go in and he'll eat a couple just to give a couple. There he is. There's Dev, my man. Oh, 2 cents coming in. Awesome. I'm glad you guys are joining us. This was I wasn't gonna do it tonight because I was feeling a little under the weather, but Dave started calling me a pussy. So I was like, all right, brother, I'll do it. And I have to with the Asian fighters on this card. I can't. I gotta represent. So anyway, welcome to the show. Dave's promising some stupid Asian dad jokes. He's been working them already. He already waited. If you didn't hear one, he already said high expectations. That's his. I think he stole that from the internet, but he's claiming it. So Nick Alexander, there you go. Yeah. But yeah, this card it's decent, like in a entertainment value, but it's so chalky. It's just a lot of pretty much. I've got all favors except for I don't know. There's a couple spots where you might have, but it's safe play. Just go with the bookies on this one. I'm interested to see what kind of Dev always got a couple underdogs. I'm interested to see which ones he's got. Welcome to the show, guys. And yeah, very chalky as I hear you. It's going to be tough finding a good value 3-leg parlay at the end. But anyway, let's do this. Let's get into this. So if you guys, we already talked about the biggest line favorite on the card, Tatsuo Taira. He's going to wipe through Jesus Aguilar, but Dave's going to throw a scratch off on Jesus just because he's plus 800 on BetOnline, so might as well. The next fight, Jun Young Park, another one of my non-contender contest picks. I got him wiping through Rock'em Sock'em Robot Dennis Tylulin. Only because Dennis Tylulin has really poor striking defense. He eats punches for lunch. He loves them, loves punches. And Jun Young Park loves to serve them. So I think that's what's going to happen there. I think he's going to be durable enough to. I don't know if it's going to go distance or not. But Jun Young Park, I'm secure is going to get the win there. Dave, you want to add anything to that?
A couple of things scare me about Dennis. If you want to share a screen real quick.
All right.
Okay. Height advantage. Jun Park 5'10", going against a guy who's 6'1". So fairly decent height advantage. Your reach advantage 73 inches against 77 inches. Dennis is a little bit longer on the length. Strikes landed per minute, and this is only with 2 fights with Dennis. I get it. 6.18 compared to 4.86. So I expect Dennis to be busier on the feet. Now, having said that, strike absorbed 6.06 versus 3.79. He takes almost as much as he dishes out. And this is where this is going to be fought, or this is where this fight's going to be won, I believe. Jun Young Park, if you have any idea whatsoever, takedown average 2.27 compared to 0.0. Yeah, that's right. A Russian with 0.0.
Yeah, definitely a wrestling advantage for the Iron Turtle.
Yeah, so huge high expectations on the Jun Young Park on this one. So yeah, and once again, better history, better pedigree in the UFC. Whereas he's not as busy on the feet. I don't think this is where this fight's going to be placed. I think it's going to be up against the cage, a little bit of grappling before Jun Young Park ends up taking him down. Takedown defense for Dennis Tylulin is at 75%, so a few holes in his game, and that's my take.
Yeah, I agree. So you're also on the side of the Korean.
I am, and just let's have a quick look at their face-off.
Yep. Very respectable.
Yep.
And there's a sizable advantage for Dennis. Not crazy, but you can physically see he's a little bit bigger, but it hasn't stopped Jun Young Park. He's in past performances. I mean, he was outsized by RoboCop too, and he got beat by RoboCop, but he was rocking sock. He was like tagging him up. He did, and that's his only loss in his last 5 too. So can't hate him on that. Ooh, Tiara in the distance, minus 240. That's kind of a good price. Taddy by KO plus 600. That probably would be his route to victory, but I don't see it happening. All right, let's move on. We got what?
He's got a striker's chance.
He does. Every fighter has a striker's chance. Well, next we have, speaking of strikers' chances, Fire Fist Ji Young Kim, the Korean, in this fight, taking on Mandy Baum, aka Mandy Bum. And both a lot of the cappers I watched are hating on both these girls. They're both garbage. But the lesser or the better of the two garbage girls would probably be Ji Young Kim, only because she's faced tougher competition. And let's see, look at all that red. 1, 2, 3, 4. But they were against formidable opponents, if you want to go through them quick. And Mandy Bum, 1-2, has yet to win in the UFC, and I don't think she's going to win here. I mean, it's a girl-female fight, whatever, anything can happen. But Ji Young Kim's a better fighter. You know, she's just better off. Like, look at, that's gross, all that red. Yeah, this is, whoever loses this is out, definitely. And the person who wins this is just barely still in the UFC. I mean, they have to fight another bum after this just to keep their job, I'm sure. So I'm not going to touch this on a betting standpoint because it's a girl fight and anything can happen. But I think Ji Young, on Tapology, my pick is Ji Young Kim, Fire Fist. I think she's a better striker. I think if it does go to the ground somehow, Mandy Bone might have a slight advantage. But I don't know. The German flyweight. And Ji Young Kim, she's actually usually a bantamweight, but she managed to suck weight and she's down 125. She looked decent on the face-offs. You got those put up there, right? Oh, you go ahead. Go through stats. You can go through stats if you want.
Are we going to stats first? All right. I can do stats. And stats are kind of scary and pathetic. Ji Young Kim, 5.79 strikes landed per minute, 5.77 absorbed. So gives as good as she takes, like 1 for 1 almost exactly. Now Mandy Baum, 2.93 versus 4.20.
Oh, it's taking double the amount.
Slight little deficit on the stats as far as that one goes.
And the volume goes to Kim as well.
Exactly. Yeah. And guys, we're looking at accuracy, 36% for Kim, 43% for Baum. Like below 50% accuracy. Their defense, 56, 58. Pretty much a wash and not very impressive. Wow. Let's go to takedown average, 0.0 to 0.0.
Yeah, they're not going to take each other down. They both suck.
Takedown accuracy, 0% to 0%. Takedown defense doesn't matter. They both suck. I don't care. Wow. Thanks, Dana. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate the fight that you guys.
You know, this was supposed to happen in South Korea. That's why they had like all these. You know, might as well put a Korean girl fighter in there. They give her a easy bum opponent and Mandy Bum just to get her a win in front of. It was supposed to be in Korea, so they wanted to give her a win in front of her people. You know, set it up like that. You know, conspiracy, and she's going on a 4-fight lose streak. So here they are facing off. Kind of intense, a little bit, you know. See the bone structure right there and Bum's face right there. You see this, like the jawbone right there. And she's, I don't know, looks a little emaciated. I mean, they're both thin and wiry, but they got a new Howlerhead girl, new girl with a camera, new media girl, took mine out. But, yeah, exactly. Kim, but no bet, living nightmare. Absolutely. Stay away from this on a betting thing. But for Tapology, Fire Fist has my pick. I think by decision, flyweight. So, right? Yeah. You same page, Dave?
I cannot express how much I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going to pick the Korean for fun. But honestly, I'm so disappointed in the UFC even making this fight. I mean, I guess they got some contracts they have to freaking dish out.
Plus, they wanted a female Korean because this was, like I said, this was supposed to happen in South Korea.
I get it.
But it fell through. So.
Last fight.
Okay.
Career. I hope she goes out with a win. So I'll go Kim.
So there you go. That's early prelims wrapped up for you. Easy three fighter. Take all the favorites right there. Now we're getting into the tournament, the road to UFC tournament finals. We have a flyweight, a bantamweight, a featherweight, and a lightweight final for you here. So let's take it. And coincidentally, all Asian fighters, because that's a road to UFC is pretty much about. It's kind of like the Contender Series, but for Asians, and they don't, it's weird. It's like it's an Asian Contender Series pretty much. So starting off at the flyweight fight, we have two Koreans, Korean on Korean violence. We got Hyun Sung Park taking on Seung Guk Choi. These guys, I mean, I didn't do much research on this, but the one guy, Park, is undefeated, 7-0. So there's both these guys full of green, but if you look at their fight like resumes, I don't know any of these names for either side, but I'm gonna go with the favorite here. I think Park should. This is a coin flip. I have no idea. I don't know. I didn't watch Road to UFC. I didn't have time to watch these fights, but I'm going to take the favorite. I'm just going to go with the bookies. Undefeated guy. He should still, and he is, he's favorite for a reason. So nothing against the other guy, Choi. Just Park is the number one flyweight in South Korea. Choi is number 3 flyweight. So in South Korea, this is a great fight. But I don't know either one of these guys, so I'm just gonna go with the favorite. I don't know, Dave. Can you add anything to this?
So I tried to get some video on these guys. I got a few videos on Hyun Sung Park. Seems to be fairly decent on his feet. Has really good mobility, but really not much to go off of as far as my research goes. So I'm gonna go off the records and who they've beaten. I'm gonna look at Sun Young Park and see that he's beaten a guy who's 8-3, 6-3, 6-2, 6-3, 6-3, 0-0, 0-0, 4-4, 5, 2-2-0. So
yeah, they always start against cans.
Yeah, exactly. But so he's got, his last 3 fights have been against 75% fighters, so pretty decent. Let's go to Sung Yoon Choi real quick. And it's kind of scary. His last win was a guy who was 16-8. Before that, 8-3. Before that, 0-0-0, 1-2-0, 0-0-0. He lost against Steve Urseg, who was 1-1-0. Gyeong Kim, who was 1-0-0. So maybe 1 less fight on his record that's actually decent. Maybe 2 less fights. So once again, I appreciate that Korea has a wonderful MMA background and if you're ranked 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th, that should probably put you in the just underneath the top 100 in the U.S.
I just flipped the coin and I had Park as heads, and that's what it came up. So that's my pick.
There we go. Me too.
Like I don't know much about these guys, but the next fight I do know a little bit. Next fight, it's Japan versus Japan violence at the 135 bantamweight tournament finals. We have Rinya Nakamura taking on Toshiomo Kazama. Now, what I do know is from what I've heard from these cappers, Rinya Nakamura, world champion wrestler. He went to a tournament, like a world tournament in Iowa, and Japan placed 3rd in that tournament, but his weight class undefeated at wrestling. And just look at the dude. Look at his physique. Look at that neck, just blends into the shoulders. His neck's just as wide as his head. He's just a ball of muscle, this guy, Rinya Nakamura. And I guess his dad invented some sort of fighting style in Japan, like way back, when when Rinya was just a little boy, like some sort of like a sambo-ish type of, mostly like wrestling based, kind of like sambo, wrestling based striking Japanese fighting style. But Rinya Nakamura, he was going to compete in the Olympics, but then COVID messed that up. So he's like, you know what? I'm not letting these skills go to waste. I'm going to become a UFC fighter, mixed martial arts, undefeated 6-0. I think he's going to cruise to this against this Kazama guy. Kazama's 10-2. He's already lost twice. The other dude has a higher ceiling because of his wrestling background, like his phenomenal wrestling. But I guess Kazama does has some submission skills in his back pocket that he could rely on if it goes that way. But I think Nakamura is going to control the fight on the ground. He's going to be able to carry that top position and bring himself to wrestle his way to a either grounded pound or probably a decision three round. These are 3-round fights. So I think Nakamura by decision is probably the way to go here. I think he's like minus 400 or something too, right? Minus 450 on Bet Online. So once again, not much of a value there unless you prop it out. So anything to add for this?
No, you kind of blew my bubble on the face-off and the stats and the.
Oh, let me see the face-offs. Let's see them.
You're just blowing through all this stuff. We missed stats on last guy too. All right.
You know, we had stats on guys that didn't fight in the UFC.
I did. Look. Choi versus Park.
Where do you get these stats from? How they have stats and they have road to UFC stats?
I've got 2 UFC fights for each of them.
Oh, it must be from the tournament.
I had this whole spiel about Hong Young Park was going to have, more volume and was going to be able to fucking dominate him. And then he had the best takedown defense, got 100% takedown defense. And there was like no way, like I had a whole Hong Young Park fucking
speak up, buddy. Speak up.
You know what? You moved on. You moved on to the next fight. You're going to miss it.
No, speak up now. You got Rinya Nakamura. Speak up now.
Okay.
Bust out those stats.
Fine. Be that way. All right. So once again, horrible records on both these guys. The stats that I have for Nakamura: strikes landed per minute, 7.48 compared to 1.67.
Wow.
This is kind of scary, actually. Strike absorbed 3.30 compared to 1.47. The busier guy on the feet, 100%. Then we go to takedown average at 5.22 compared to 2.00. Busier guy on the ground as well. His takedown defense, which is kind of impressive, is at 100%. Kind of cool, actually, if he can hold that up for a little bit. We'll see how many fights he can keep that for. But yeah, Nakamura 100%. I don't know what else I can say. If you want to go over the records, I can go over the records real quick. Bunch of fucking cans on.
Who are those red spots? That's what I want to see.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's just go over this real quick. His last win was against a guy who was 27-11. Before that, a 500 guy who he lost 2-2-0. Before that, 8-5-2, 1-1-0, 16-7-2, 4-2-0, 2-0-0, 3-5-0, 3-2-0. I could probably crush half these cans.
Come on, Dave.
Got a turn. But I mean, my round eye could crush you. So yeah, no,
I can literally crush them. I probably got 100 pounds on them.
Yeah, well, same.
Literally crush them. But go ahead. I heard that Toshiomo Kazama, the underdog, I heard he had a bye in the tournament. That's like he didn't really earn his way to the finals. He kind of snaked through by getting a bye, but he did have like a victory in there somehow. But yeah, Nakamura all day. Like Simple Man said, it's like an Italian girl on prom night. Sure thing.
Yeah. No, and you know what, to be honest with you, and Kazama has a decent ground game. He does have some BJJ backgrounds. I mean, he's got some great submissions, but unfortunately, his submissions are against my neighbor. Like, we're not talking anybody special. So yeah, I could probably submit my neighbor too. It's all good.
Probably because she's a girl, but okay.
That's the other neighbor. We'll talk about her later.
All right. Look at Nakamura in a singlet right there. Just after he's housing everybody in wrestling, that dude. What?
I said she's just been in a long relationship. She's just splitting up.
She needs some care for her. I'll never meet her.
So is my husband.
Work, get in on that, Dave. I'm lonely.
I'm a good rebound guy.
There you go.
I'm not a good relationship guy, but I'm a great rebound guy. Anyways, so we're all on Nakamura here, right?
Absolutely.
Face-offs?
Yeah, let's see them.
I think we're a few behind now because you keep on skipping by shit.
All right, let's watch a couple of them then in a row.
What? As a producer, I should really send you a script.
This is Park, right? Park and Choi. They look like twins. Look, are they looking in the mirror? It's like I'm split screen. It's the same guy, just twice over.
Okay, wait a second. You know what, guys?
The one guy's got the tattoo. That's how you tell the difference.
I had so many racist jokes lined up, but the fact that everyone looks the same. As a Korean, you know what? I can't say that shit, but
I can get away with it. The only way you can tell them apart is that tattoo on the dude's shoulder. Now, who is that? Is that Park or Choi?
I can't tell.
Park. That's Park. I can tell by. No, it's not. It's Choi. It's Choi. That's Choi with the tattoo. Park has 0 tattoos. Park's gonna win that. So let it play through. I mean. Get that coin out. I flipped it and Park won. Look at this one now. The hair color. Tell me that's Nakamura with the blonde hair.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah. Just by looking. Look at the other guy. He's got a 5 head. His forehead's so big it's a 5 head. And his haircut's all jacked up on he got the shaved sides and kind of like the filled out back. Just by hairstyle, I'm gonna go with Nakamura and wrestling, to be honest with you. Oh, look, he was going for the handshake. This guy, number one. No. That looked like a blood sport one. Wait till you see the later on, the Indian guy versus the Indonesian guy. That's strictly blood sport. We'll get into that. But look at that. This guy looks cringy with the hair and his face and everything. But yeah, I'm going to take Nakamura for sure. That's a sure thing. Yeah, look, Park and Choi were in awkward mirror images. Absolutely, they were. I'm like, man, just put a tattoo on the guy and they can fling around. They're like, who's who? You couldn't even tell. That's how I told by the Tapology picture. Oh, Choi's got a tattoo on his arm. Park does not. Anyway, now we're caught up with the face-offs, right?
Okay, you can move on.
Okay, let's move on to the featherweight tournament championship fight between Zai from China taking on Jong Yong Lee from Korea. South Korean number 5 featherweight versus the number 1 featherweight out of China. 12-3 Zai. Jong Yong Lee is 9 and only 1 loss. Interesting enough, I do believe this one is a little bit closer line. No, not really. Jong Lee is a -255 favorite. And Jia Yi is a +215 on Bet Online. I mean, this one, I really couldn't tell you much about the guys. I do think I heard this dude, Jong Yong Lee, his 1 loss there is by disqualification after he's beaten the crap out of this dude in Ryzen and he grabbed the cage. Because Ryzen, you can stomp the dude's face with you can foot stomp the dude if you want. And he was doing that, but he was grabbing the cage when he was doing it. And that's his only loss by disqualification. Not this guy, the other one. Or is it this guy? No, it's not this guy. It's Jong Yong Lee. Him, am I right? Is that disqualification?
No.
Dave. No?
Sorry, homie.
Oh, must have been a different guy. Must be, maybe it's Jia Yi. I don't know. But I heard one of these dudes was destroying the other guy in Ryzen, and he lost. He jumped on the cage like he won and everything because the ref stopped the fight, and then he lost by disqualification. Is it this guy?
Nope, these guys were all to Road to the UFC or WLF Wars or Legend or these guys are nowhere near right.
Oh, you know what? It's a main card fight. I'm looking at it. It's the guy that's fighting Adam Fuggett.
We apologize.
We'll get into that later. So yeah, these guys, I don't really know much about neither one of these guys. You got stats on them, right, Dave? This is your spot. This is where you shine. Tell me about Jia Yi and Young Lee.
All right. Two fights on the matchup. I've got Young Lee. Unbelievable 10.77 strikes landed per minute.
Wow. That's volume.
Very busy guy on the feet with strike absorbed 4.62. So he's dishing out twice as much as he's getting, which is kind of nice. Zia 2.50 to 2.51. So definitely on the feet. Ji-Young Lee has the advantage. If this does go to the ground, though, we've got some issues here. Takedown average for Ji-Young Lee 0.00. Zia 7.83.
Ooh, wrestler versus striker.
Spends a lot of time on the ground. Takedown accuracy 0%. So Ji-Young Lee, you can tell it will not be looking to take this fight down the ground. He will look to be stand up the whole time. Unfortunately, his takedown defense is only 50%. So which kind of worries me as a guy who's going to try and take you down 7 times every fight, which, hang on a second, that's like almost 3 times a round. He's going to try and take you down, and your takedown defense is only 50%. So I totally understand.
This might be a spot for the underdog play because one of these underdogs is going to come through. This might be it. So I don't know. Yeah, you said the volume on the one guy's 10 strikes per minute.
Yeah.
Dishing out.
Yeah, 10 strikes per minute. But I mean, you've also got to look at his record and who he's been fighting. Not that impressive. Hang on a second here. There you go. Get back to generally. So his last 2 fights are what I've got stats on, and they're both a road to the UFC that he won in the first round, 42 seconds and 36 seconds. I don't know how much you want to put into those stats. Zai, however, on the ground, his last one was a split decision. Previous to that, rear naked choke. Previous to that, rear naked choke. If this does go to the ground,
Jai's going to choke him out.
Chinese guys got the advantage here, guys.
Yeah, which is surprising. That's why I'm kind of on the fence now. Now that you told me those stats, I was all over Young Lee, and but now that you told me this Jia Yi's got 7 takedowns per fight, I don't know. I might have to. This might be the one I pull. Man? What are you thinking, Dave? You gonna go with the favorite?
I got face-offs for you.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's see that. Blow that up. Let's see him. Oh, who's the cheetah head? Who's that?
Zia. Sorry, Yiza.
Yiza.
Yeah.
Oh, what's he? He's got a tattoo of what's that? A guy praying or clapping his hands?
Those would be 2 hands praying, sir.
2 hands praying. So he's a Christian with cheetah print hair going against the tall. Look at the size of the Korean. And you said 10 strikes per minute. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the taller, bigger guy. I'm going to go my original pick. But man, I'm staying away from this. I'm not putting anybody into a parlay or nothing just because it's striker versus wrestler. And I just, the haircut's bad. That's bad haircut. It makes me, I don't know. If he was in like a kung fu movie from the from the 80s, like a Shaw Brothers film, he'd definitely be a bad guy. Just look at his face. He's got that bad guy face, you know what I mean? And bad guys always lose at the end.
And you know what, to be perfectly honest with you, the problem is with Lee is that I haven't been able to see enough footage of him. Like I get the first round, and that's all you get. So,
yeah, but he's doing it quick. That means he's taking care of shit.
No, he's crushing cans the way that he should be, but like nobody's taking him down. So I have no idea what kind of ground game he has. I'm afraid because the guy who he's going up against with has a decent ground game. And you know what? There's this coming to America to the big show and to prove yourself for the UFC. I don't want to break the underdog on this one because if this does go to the ground, it's over real quick.
Right. And you said that guy Lee has his takedown defense is shit, right? 25% or something.
Not good. It's not good.
So, yeah, I'm staying away from this. I might even flip my pick just so I can win Tapology, because you know Tapology, everybody's picking all the favorites all the way up and down this card.
Yep.
So to win Tapology, you're going to have to be balls out and take a couple underdogs here or there. And this might be the spot to do that. I just don't like the dude's hair. So, you know, bad hair equals bad fight IQ. He might stand and just get boxed up too. So I don't know. It's going to be an interesting fight to watch. I didn't watch Road to UFC, so I really couldn't tell you. But I'm just going by what I've heard and what I see now. He's definitely got a sizable height and reach advantage over
huge reach advantage.
Za.
And way busier on the feet. This might not make it to the ground.
Right, and he's been knocking people out in a minute.
Less than seconds.
Seconds. Yeah. How the Za guy? He has 3 losses. How were those? If he got knocked out any of those 3 losses, I'm staying on Lee. Let's see what this guy. He should have kept his hair like that. Respectable.
Okay. His last fight was a decision win split. Before that, rear naked choke, 2 minutes of the first round. Before that, rear naked choke, 2 minutes of the first round. He did get knocked out in the second round, 11 seconds in.
Wow. And what year was that?
By a veteran, 2021. January 14th, a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Before that, decision.
I think the guy's like, you're the reason there's COVID. 2021, he's probably like, you fuckers made COVID. That's for making COVID. Oh.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not making the racist jokes tonight.
Oh, whatever.
All right.
Justin Jr. probably tell on me. Right? Probably snitch me out to YouTube.
Probably.
Cheers to that.
All right. Shit or get off the pot. Who are you picking?
Lee. I'm taking Lee. KO. Knockout.
So am I. Once again, we bow down to the favorites, whatever.
Now, this one has probably the best face-off of the whole night right here. We got the Indian fighter. I've only known of one other fighter out of India, and his name was his nickname was something Tiger, and I want to say his name started with like a B, like Baham Barash, or I forget what it was, but he wasn't that good. And but now we have Anshul Jubli from India taking on Indonesia's Jacob Saragi. Jacob Saragi, straight out of the Kumite, straight out of Bloodsport. Watch this face off. You play the face off now. We can watch it over and over again if you want. Let that play out with the stupid hair guy. That's why he's losing. That's why I'm picking the other guy, because that hair. He's probably he's so cringy looking.
Good wrestling though.
Oh, right here. Watch. Shh. Oh, see that? Just see the cut the slice your neck thing. He did this quiet, like, and then look at the. That is straight out of Bloodsport. And the guy that did that in Bloodsport got his ass kicked by Frank Dukes, by Jean-Claude Van Damme. Play that back. Kick that back.
Hang on. All right. Yeah, that was pretty cringe.
Wait. Back. You keep going to the same spot. Come on. Keep going back. You got to walk when he's walking with his shush finger. Okay, right here. Don't say nothing, Glass Tiger, or whatever his nickname is. Cut your throat. Okay. The guy that did that Bloodsport, 2 kicks. Frank Dukes kicked him in the face, and he fucking fell to the ground. It was awesome. It's awesome. But surprisingly, I'm taking that dude. I'm taking the shorter dude with the cringy Bloodsport Kumite. Oh, look at right there. That's why I'm taking him. The quick reflex protection front out jab. Like he's ready to defend himself. And the Indian Tiger is just, I don't even know what the guy's nickname is. I just got, everybody in India wants to be called Tiger. But the Indian guy is just, I don't know, he's not intimidating. This is, like 2 cents just said, people's main event. Team Jubilee versus fucking Saragai. And this is the only one that I think it's like even. Last time I checked, I think it was even matched, or there was a slight. Oh, right here. Saragai now is a slight favorite at -120, where Jubilee is a +100, even money. So, yeah, the only thing I gotta fade the Indian fighters, because India doesn't produce really. Indonesia, at least they have like a good, like Muay Thai, kickboxing, like culture there in Indonesia. Where India, the population's like billions. They got the biggest population, but none of them know how to fight. Yeah. What do you got to say? You got stats on these guys from Road to UFC?
We got this.
All right. Let's hear these.
All right. Jekese Saragi.
Jaka.
3.45 strength sliding per minute compared to 6.47.
Ooh.
Now, mind you, striking accuracy 50% compared to 35%, and I haven't seen a 35% in a while. Like honestly, it's been a while. Strike absorbed 1.52, so decent defense as far as Jekka goes. Anshul 6.67 strikes absorbed, so actually taking more than he's dishing out. Busier guy on the feet, but taking a hell of a lot more. As far as on the ground goes, Jekka 2.98 takedown average per minute. Obviously nothing for Anshul. He's a stand-up guy. Takedown accuracy 100% for Jekka.
That's the deal. That's the deal breaker for me. So that's why I'm going to take the Indonesian guy. That's solidified my pick. The other guy, Jubilee, he's got a striker's chance, and he is the taller guy with the bigger reach.
Oh, he does.
I think this Saragi, look at how intense he is too. He wants to punch him right in the throat. Look at Sean Shelby guy holding back.
And it says only 5'8" and 6'0".
Yeah, 5'8" to 6 foot. That's 4-inch height difference right there.
Yeah, but the reach is the same.
Yeah, which is odd. Yeah, and this dude Jaka, even though the whole cringe shush cut your throat thing, that he shouldn't have did that, but whatever. He's too young to know what blood sport is probably. But anyway, I'm gonna rock with Jaka, the Indonesian guy. Only I'm fading India. I gotta fade India guy. And now it's bugging me. Who's that? I'll find out the name of that other Indian fighter.
So despite the height advantage, they have the same weight. I think that's going to actually make a huge difference. I'm going with you there, Ranj. I don't think it's going to be within distance. I think it's going to be a decision. But once again, yet another crappy UFC fight.
They're just showing this Jubilee, but there was another one that it was a while ago, and the dude sucked. He and his name had a B in it. I remember. What are you searching? Oh, Bhullar. That was his name. Arjan Singh Bhullar. He was an Indian Canadian mixed guy, and he's horrible. There he is, Arjan Bhullar. Now he's at one championship, I think.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
In Singapore.
Oh, he's from Singapore? Man,
No,
KB Bhullar. That's what I'm thinking of. I just thought of his name. It's KB Bhullar. There's another guy named KB Bhullar. Yeah, let me see. KB Bhullar.
Sure about that?
Yep, I see. I got him right here. Straight out of India. Hayabusa Training Center. He's a middleweight. He's also Canadian Indian. The Bengal. I knew it was a tiger name.
Oh, I remember that guy.
Okay. Yeah, the Bengal. And he is he's an Indian fighter, and he's not good.
No.
He's on a 2-win fight streak, though. Where's he fighting out of now? Who knows? Not UFC. I know that. He got kicked out of UFC. I think he's probably some regional scene, but probably Titan fights or something up in Canada. Huh. Current streak is it says 2 on Tapology. Interesting. KB Bhullar, 11-4, representing the Canadian flag, but born in India, I'm pretty sure. And he's in UAE Warriors. Go figure. That's where he's at now. All right. Anyway, enough about the Bengal KB Bhullar. I won a lot of money betting against that guy, and I'm going to win money betting against Anshul Jubilee too. So, all right. There he is, KB Bhullar. Look at those tropical shorts. You can't fight in those things. Those are, you wear them to the beach in Hawaii. You can't wear them to an octagon. Come on, KB Bhullar. Arjun Bhullar, I think that's his brother. I think they're related. I'm not lying either, Nick. I think KB Bhullar and Arjun Bhullar are siblings because they're both representing Canada, and they're both Indian backgrounds. Yep, I'm pretty sure they're related. I think they're both Hayabusa too, training center. But anyway, moving on. What's your pick, Dave? You taking the Indian or the Indonesian?
I'm going Indo on this Asian card.
He is he's switched. The money went. There was a hot minute where he was a slight underdog, like on Thursday last night, I think, or Wednesday maybe. I know earlier in the week he was there were even for a minute. But apparently the money's been coming in on the guy doing the then the boom, the quick offensive throat punch stance. I love it. Let's watch that face off one more time, just because it's so awesome. I love that. Kick it back to where they're walking up on stage and then blow it up. Yeah, play it from here. That guy with the stupid haircut. Za. Here. Shh. You. And fight pose. There it is. That's what I wanted to see. Fight pose. Love it. I love it. Good. The best face-off of the night goes to Jeka Saragi. Jeka Saragi, congratulations. You win the best face-off of the night. All right. Ice Viking, what's shaking, buddy? Look and see some of these prospects of violence. Yeah. Ooh, Jubilee. He's the bigger, taller dude. But does he have the quick fight stance reflexes like that? Does he does he have the cringy face off intimidation? About better. But yeah, this is you know what? This is the closest line fight on the entire card too, right here. So if there's a coin flip, it's on this fight. Who knows who's gonna win? I'm siding with the Indonesian just because I'm fading Indian fighters ever since the Bular brothers entered the scene, representing Canada, but really Indian. Oh, look, and then Sean Shelby. Did you see Sean Shelby easily push that guy away? I didn't even see that part. Go back. Sean Shelby just handled that dude. Look, get out of here. Look at that. Sean Shelby gets beat up by girls. Oh, I didn't even see that before. Right there. Jubilee just got look at that. Like ragdolled him. Just pushed him right off stage. Get out of here. I'm Sean Shelby. You can't do that. I'm like a straw weight. Get out of here. There it is. Sean Shelby. Yep.
That's horrible.
Yeah, the 50K bonus for the Bloodsport face-off. Absolutely. Aaron Wright, he's ready. Yep. If Sean Shelby can toss him around like that, anybody can toss him around like that. Have my howler head girl toss him out of there. Get out of here. Sean Shelby, get out of here. Easy. It's not even like he's Joe Rogan. It's Sean Shelby. He's like $115 for real. He's gonna bring back the straw weights just so he can compete. Anyway, moving into the main card. You ready, Dave?
I'm ready.
All right. We got the American, one of 3 Americans on this card. Adam Fugit. I know a lot of people like to say Fugit, but it's not pronounced like that. And it's not Fugit, it's Fugit. I'm pretty sure, I'm 80% sure you say Fugit. Taking on Yasuku Kinoshita. And this is the guy I was talking about earlier, just my 2 cents corrected me. This is the dude, one loss. And that one loss is from disqualification in Ryzen, where he was stomping this dude's head like gonna kill this guy. The ref broke it up and disqualified him for grabbing the cage while he was stomping on this guy's head. That's Yasuki Kinoshita. This dude is a killer. He's merciless. But this is one spot. Adam Fugit might surprise you all. I mean, I know he's coming off a loss to a UFC fighter. I forgot it was a what is it?
Michael
Who?
Morales.
Yeah, Morales. And you know what? I think I took Adam Fugit plus money on that fight too, just as a scratch-off ticket. But I think this dude, Yasaku Kinoshita from Japan, I think this Japanese dude's gonna house him. He's got a mean look on his Tapology picker. Got the eyebrow cranked up, looking like giving the rock stare. Look at yeah, that's Adam Fugit. Fugit. Just call him Fugit. But yeah, Kinoshita is the higher prospect. He is the favorite by the books have him at minus 350. So even the bookies know chances are he's gonna beat Adam Fugit. But you know, Fugit does have he's pretty decent, like well-roundedness. Adam Fugit's not horrible. It's just he might shock some people, but my pick, I'm taking Kinoshita all day just because he should be undefeated. And that fight in Ryzen where he's stomping that dude, grabbing the fence and just stomping him, he thought he won when the ref he jumped on top of the fence and had his arms up, and then he was disappointed and look at, he got the blonde hair, respectable. He's got he looks like a little beefier. He's maybe bigger head, but and those eyebrows. He looks kind of like somewhat got like Down syndrome or something going on, like some weird. I don't know. Fugit's just happy as shit right there.
Yes,
but I don't know. I'm taking Kinoshita. I think he's all business. I think he's down for business. I think he's gonna house Adam Fugit. But plus 185. This is kind of tough, but it's like Oh, changed my pick now. I've bet on under 2.5 minus 135. Okay. Fugit is gonna Fugit parlay Fugit parlays this weekend. He might. He might. This is he might shock the world. Fugit. Jacob getting subbed for a third time. Fugit getting chinned. Oh, Jacob Saragi. He does have 2 submission losses. But that Anshul Jubilee, he does not, he's got 0 takedowns. If you want to kick back to that Indian guy, 0 takedowns, where Dave said. 0. Right? Anyway, we're past that. We're on Fugit. And Fugit is he can wrestle a little bit. He can strike a little bit. He's very well rounded, but I think Kinoshita, this is the one I think his dad might have made some sort of fighting system. I get a couple of these guys mixed. Him and Nakamura. Nakamura is definitely the Japanese like world champion wrestler, like undefeated at 135 pounds or whatever he wrestled at. Kinoshita, he's the other Japanese beast that's just fierce, never really took a loss, got a disqualification, and he's destroying people. Look at his recent wins. Are they all finishes or what?
Left hook, knee, grabbing the cage, front choke, punches, TKO, rear naked choke.
Yeah, all finishes. All finishes.
All within distance. I haven't even had a chance to fucking put my pitch in yet. But yes, all within distance, kid.
Yeah, I'm all over.
Even his loss, which he won, was within distance.
Yep. Now let's pull up Adam Fugit's last his pro fights, 8-3.
He got knocked out by Michael Morales in the 3rd round, which I called, by the way. Oh, look at this. I called.
Oh,
anyway,
you did.
Regardless. Previous to that, he knocked out Solomon Renento, who in the LFA.
Solomon Renfro.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Before that, he knocked out Devin Brock in Pure Combat Battle for the Brave in 2019. That's a long time ago. I mean, we are 2023 now. That's 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Before that, he rear naked choked Reno Ramingo in the X1 World Events 54 back in 2019 again. And once again, another fight in X1 for Johanyan Vislante, who was 9-10. So he beat a guy who was 4-2, beat a guy who was 3-2, and beat a guy who was 9-10. Yeah?
Yeah, fuck it.
Really?
Fuck it. I'm taking Kinoshita.
You guys are really going to put money on fuck it? You guys think he's going to fucking stop this shit? Would you like me to stats real quick? Let's go to the stats real quick.
Do that.
And this is Fugit's problem, honestly, is that he's busy on the feet, 5.79 to 5.74. So pretty much an even wash. But you know what? Yusako has 3.45 strike absorbed. Fugit, 7.44. Where is this guy's fucking defense? Put your hands up. If you're talking about one guy who's going to fucking take, like, his defense is taking strikes to the fucking face, yeah, Adam Fugit's defense is taking strikes to the fucking face. Good luck. Yes, he does have a better takedown average, but this is against his loss against Morales, which not too impressive because he lost. He got his fucking ass knocked out. So, yeah, all over Yusaki on this one. Or Yusaku, I apologize. That's what I'm going with. Stats, face-off, all of it.
Right. Yeah, he's.
Oh, by the way,
he's gonna destroy this guy, I think.
Within distance, and bookies agree with me. Minus 110 for within distance. Fight to go the distance, plus 162 to minus 225. So bookies know this is not going to go the distance. We pretty much are sure that if it's just going to get finished, Yusaku is going to be doing this. Minus 110. So not the best odds But this is your prop, guys. By TKO or DQ or submission, -110. It'll probably happen in the first round. Sorry, Fujit. Fujit. Yeah, you're done.
Okay. All right. Moving on. Now, this one, I have a little hot information. We have Duhoi Choi, Superboy Duhoi Choi, taking on Canada's own Kyle Nelson. Now, this is some information I got. Now, Duhoi Choi, he hasn't fought in like 6 years or something crazy, right? What's his last fight?
3 years ago.
3 years ago. He hasn't won in like 6 years. He hasn't won in forever. He hasn't won since 2016.
It's been bad.
Right. Now, people are saying, oh, yeah, but he hasn't fought in 3 years because he had to do the mandatory military service. Well, I'll have you know, and this is, I've heard the Fight Night Pick brothers, the Allens, both said Duhoi Choi, despite everybody saying he didn't fight because he was in the mandatory military, he was exempt from that because he had a broken arm against who's the other Canadian fighter, Charles Jourdain. He broke his arm against Charles Jourdain, and he had like some eye problem where he has thinning of the cornea or some crap, some weird eye thing. And Duhoi Choi, because of those physical things, he was exempt from having to do military service. Now, a lot of these other cappers, Bleed, MMA Guru, they're all like, oh, he was out 3 years because he had to do his military service, and they can still train in the military. The Fight Night Pick brothers, inside scoop, because they talked to JHK, John Ho Kang. He's like an interviewer that's a Korean American guy, and he interviewed him. And I guess Duhoi Choi said, well, I was supposed to do my military service. He didn't do it, though, because he was injured, and he got exempt from it. So he didn't go through the military service thing. He's just back fighting again. He's healed up and everything. But now he's taking on this Kyle Nelson, who's just not that good. He does own his own gym out of Canada. But look, stop it right there. But Duhoi Choi, I guess if he, from the Fight Night Pick boys said, if he's even 70% of the fighter he used to be, he should knock out Kyle Nelson because he was Superboy. He has power, like he's a power puncher, and a lot of guys can't take his punches. And Kyle Nelson's been knocked out before, so Choi is probably the pick to go. But what's kind of like make me a little cautious about it is because that whole he didn't do the military service because of injuries from fighting. Like he tore a meniscus too. He tore a meniscus, fought Air Jourdain, broke his arm, had that thinning cornea thing. But despite all that, I'm still going to have to go that way because he was such a good fighter before the injuries. And it's a big question mark, though. How is it going to come back off of 3 years layoff? Hasn't won in 6 years. Who knows? So Kyle Nelson, I guess, still has he's plus money. He's still got a chance. Kyle Nelson's plus 165. Duhoi Choi's minus 190. Dave, why don't you shed some light here on this?
Unfortunately, because of the time discrepancies and the losses and everything, I got to throw stats out the window. I don't really care. 5.32 to 3.32, sure, whatever. 6.3 versus 5.39. I'm calling this a wash. There's too much time lapse between the two. So I'm going to go on the conspiracy matchup that this fight was supposed to be favored to Asians in Asia. Kyle Nelson is not a good fighter. I appreciate that he's Canadian, but I think he was hopefully lammed food for the lamb to the fodder. Once again, no stats, no bets, doesn't matter. I'm gonna just play the game that it's an Asian card, and therefore they were putting this guy because he thought he could win, and he will likely win. But no money, no bets, staying far away from this. What a horrible fight. How is this on the main card? Please explain to me, how is this on
the return of I think you're right. It's the return of Doo Ho Choi. He did have a little
only reason
a niche following because he was Superboy back in the day, and he's a very exciting fighter. He doesn't fight boring fights. He'll put it all in there, like he fight with a broken arm against like Charles Jourdain.
There's still no reason for this being on the card. You got to go with the fact that it was supposed to be in Korea. This was supposed to be Asian match.
That's why also this is starting late. This is starting like 10 at night Eastern time. So for you, it's going to be 7, right? But still, yeah, perfect for you. For me, I doubt I'll make it past the prelim. Maybe I'll stay up to be able to watch this. If I'm dedicated, I will. We'll see. Or if I'm doing drugs, I will.
This is a hype fight.
Right. Feels like get right spot for Choi here. I agree. I think that's why they set him up with Kyle Nelson's kind of a jobber. 13-5 coming off. He's coming off of like 3 losses or something. Choi is in the Hall of Fame for Cub Swanson. Yeah, Cub Swanson. That was a fantastic. That's a legendary fight. That's a great fight. Oh man, it's tough. I have to go Doo Ho Choi, but because of the reasons that, like the Fight Night Prick said, Kyle Nelson might have a shot because of the injury thing and the layoff, and he didn't do his military service. He was classified as exempt from it.
You guys are digging too deep.
Yeah, I know. MMA Jesus, Devin Sell will be live all night. Ranj doing drugs. Yeah, when the opportunity arises, sometimes. It's not habitual. It's once in a blue. The blue is more often than not lately. Whatever. All right.
Blue Ranj.
Moving on. So we're both taking Choi, right? You're taking Doo Ho Choi as well, Dave?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
No money on it, though.
We got to put money on some of these, buddy. So, all right, let's move on to Marcin Tybura taking on Blagoy Ivanov. Blagoy Ivanov has defied death. He was stabbed in the chest. You could see in his face-offs, you could see the scar right in the middle of his chest. He actually got his heart was punctured. It was like happened at in a Bulgarian nightclub. He was stabbed multiple times, but one of them, stop, boom, right there. You could see it. You could see the scar right there. You got it right there with your mouse. That's it. That scar pierced and it actually punctured his heart. But the doctors in Bulgaria, they brought him back to health, and here he is fighting. Awesome. Good on him. But Marcin Tybura, what is he? He's Tybur out of Poland, right? Romania, Poland, I think it is. I forget. But this dude, he's been awesome as of late. I mean, does have that loss to who's that to? Who's that loss that I read right there?
Alexander Volkov.
Yeah, I mean, that's not, you can't shake a stick at that loss. So, but I think Tybura's in better shape. I think Marcin Tybura is actually a little bit older than Blagoy Ivanov, but Ivanov, come on, dude, you got stabbed in the heart. I mean, I got to fade because of that. I don't know. The guy can be tough as nails, but eventually you got to think it's going to, I think Marcin Tybura is just a better fighter. I think he's got better striking. When you read the stats, you'll be able to confirm it, but I think he's got better striking, better takedowns, better wrestling, better all around. And Blagoy Ivanov, I think he's kind of on his way outish, like he shouldn't have came back from the stab wound, but let's see. Oh, he's coming off a win though. Like I said, I didn't.
But Marcos Rodrigo de Lima, which is not that impressive, and it's a decision win. Should have been a knockout win, but he just couldn't get it done. Before that, Augusto Sakai, and don't get me wrong, Tybura lost to Sakai as well in 2019, 2019. So, I mean, Augusto Sakai, not a bad loss. Derek Lewis, not a bad loss. His win over Tai Tuivasa in 2019, great, wonderful. I just don't think he has the assets to be able to compete against Marcin Tybura. I really don't.
I don't either. Let's see. Let's run back that face-off again. Look at the size advantage Tybura has over him. He's a mountain. Blagoy, he is younger, but he doesn't look it. He looks older, doesn't he? Oh, and he looks kind of intimidating. He's looking up and down. He's got to look upward to see, to me, eye level. You know what I mean? His posture is kind of like deflating. I don't know. I think he doesn't have the confidence either in him. That not just going by looks. I could be totally off, but I think right here Tybura's won this face-off. I see a little timidness in Blagoy Ivanov.
There's a huge size advantage here. Huge.
Yeah, he's looking up. He's got like 6 inches on him. I don't know what Tapology says, but there's definitely a height and probably guaranteed reach too. He looks like he's got an extra. What do you got here? Stats?
6'3" to 5'11".
Okay.
78-inch reach to 73-inch reach.
Oh, yeah. So I was about like 5-inch reach advantage and 4 or 5-inch height advantage. Yeah.
And everything else, I'm going to call it a wash. 3.61 to 3.44 to strikes landed per minute. Striking accuracy 49 to 41. Strike absorbed 3.38 to 4.21. Slight advantage for Tybura there. Defense 54 wash. Takedown averages 1.42 to 0.90. Slight advantage for Tybura there. Accuracy 32-40 a wash. Defense 79-77 a wash. Submission 0.1 a wash. So the only advantages are to Tybura on pretty much strike absorbed and takedown average, which I kind of like in this fight. I don't see this going as far as a knockout goes. This is one of the fights that I like Tybura within distance.
Did Tybura fight Romanov?
Yes, that was his last win.
He beat him too, right?
Yes.
And that was Romanov's first loss. That's a good, yeah, it was, because Romanov was undefeated until that fight. He went into that fight as a favorite. I'm sure of it.
No, Tybura has this fight 100%.
Yeah,
he got it on the stats. He's got on the face-off. He's got on the odds. He's got on all of it.
Yeah, I'll put him in a parlay too. I will. I'll parlay Tybura -142 according to Bet Online. That's handsome. That's nice. It's not too chalky.
I've got mine 38.
138. Good for you. Mine's a little steeper on Bet Online, but still, it's respectable. It's good value there, I think.
I actually really like Tybura by decision at +150. Because Tybura, to be perfectly honest with you, I think great fighter. His last win was a decision. Before that, his loss was a decision. He's got a couple knockouts in the first round against Walt Harris and Greg Carty. But
he's got a good ground and pound. He's got those hammer fists, like King Kong hammer fist.
Ben Rothwell decision. Maxim Grisham decision.
Hey, it's showing he can go the whole 3 rounds too.
Sergey decision. Stefan Struve decision. Andrei Arlovsky decision. So I mean, this guy.
How would Blagoy Ivanov win this? Where does he what's his path to victory?
No,
it's not striking. It's not wrestling.
No,
I don't know what it is.
I'm just trying to prop this out that I really do think this is going to be a decision win. I mean, I don't see him knocking out like Walt Harris or Greg Hardy.
Right.
That was a couple of years ago.
Ivanov, like I said, he got stabbed in the heart. He don't go down. He don't quit. So he's definitely durable. So I think you might be onto something with that. I'm not betting the distance or fight, finishes or I think Tybura is going to win it. Either if it goes a decision or ground and pound, something, maybe it gets stopped just because he's top coverage and he's such a big dude.
This is one of my locks props. Fight go the distance. The bookies are going yes 225.
Look at just my 2 cents is saying Tybura does not have a good chin. He does have 7 losses, which is that does haunt me a little bit. 7 losses, and I think he's been knocked out on more so than not. Those losses, I think he's got more knockout losses than any other way.
Bookies looking at fight going the distance. If the fight does go the distance, Marcin Tybura plus 150 by decision.
Look at this hot take. Blagoy had pretty close fights with Augusto Sakai and Derek Lewis. Both of them took care of Tybura. Man, you guys are starting Marcini Tybura. Marcini Tybura. Oh, now you guys got me second thinking, but I think I'm going to stick with my gut. I think Tybura is just a better fighter. As of recently, too, I'm very impressed with his fight over Romanov. I took him that he was plus money on that fight and gave Romanov his first loss. So I like that coming off that. So I'm going to stick with him to beat Blagoy Ivanov. Ivanov might have cheated death, but he's not going to cheat his way to a victory here. And you can tell he's got some, he looks kind of like fucking Bout Better. Put a cigar in his mouth and give him a fancy, micro brew beer, and he's Bout Better. Bout Better.
20 pounds.
Awesome. Anyway, we're both on the side of Tybura. Let's move on to the co-main event. We got Korea's own Da Un Jung, also on my unranked contender contest, another unranked contender contest pick for me, taking on the Brown Bear, Devin Clark, with his overweight father yelling at him from the corner, "Get up, boy, get up, get." He's been doing that ever since Devin Clark started fighting when he was like 12. Yep. Da Un Jung's fighting out of Korean's top team or something like that, I think. Korean top team. Seoul top team or some shit like that. But Da Un Jung, aside from that Sam Alvey fight, he's been looking great. Sam Alvey should have beat him. That was a robbery draw that he had. Look at how they spelled wound. Wait, run that names back again. Look what the Da Un Clark. Somebody messed up there. Da Un Clark. It's Da Un Jung. How they even? Where did wound come from? Where did wound come from? And why they? Okay, get the Howler Head girl back, because this messed up right here. How you gonna misprint that so bad? Da Un Clark versus Devin Clark. This is gonna mess people up when they go to I'm taking Da Un Clark. The guy at the window of the sports betting at the casino is gonna be like, what? Da Un Clark. You can't pick both fighters, buddy. You
yeah.
FPTV. Look, they got married in Vegas. Yeah, they went through one of those drive-through marriages and became the Clark couple, Da Un and Devin. Well, anyway, Da Un towers over this guy. I think he's a better wrestler. I think he's a better striker. Like I said, I've been very impressed with Da Un Jung in all his fights, except for he should have lost a smile and Sam Alvey. Look about better. It does look like me. He's talking about Black Boy Ivanov. Oh, the Modelo's are tasting a lot better now that you guys are on the show. Love it. But
okay, I need to be. I'll be back. Hang on.
Huh?
I gotta put on something here so you guys can fucking discuss while I fucking do this shit.
What do you gotta do?
Go to the bathroom and get a drink.
All right, that'll take you 2 minutes. All right, but anyway,
Hammer now. You don't pay me.
Hurry up, go. Starting to feel more and more like a junk KO. That's right. I mean, look at how he fought against. I'm not even looking at Tapology, but I know he had the William Knight, took care Kennedy and the Chukwu. He's had some good opponents. Like I said, I've been very impressed with his fights in his last fight, except I didn't like he obviously lost to that Dustin Jacoby. I think that was his last loss. And that Sam Alvey draw, he should have lost that. That was a robbery draw. But Sam Alvey always gets robbed anyway. But here, Devin Clark, I think, is just not at the same caliber. I think Devin Clark's more suitable for like maybe a lesser than UFC scene. Maybe I don't know. Bellator has been pretty tough too. PFL, maybe LFA. Devin Clark should stay down at that level, like maybe a regional scene guy. He's just not up to the level of Da Un Jung. Da Un Jung, I think, is going to crack into the top 15 this year. Where Devin Clark, I think, is projecting downward. Da Un Clark. Oh, Illinois Bigfoot, you missed a lot. We're already on the co-main event, but welcome anyway. We still got to make our 3-leg parlay, so you didn't miss a lot. I'm just starting to get a buzz on. I wasn't even gonna do this tonight. I wasn't gonna drink because I was feeling like crap. But then Dave was like, "Oh, stop wearing a skirt and blah blah," shaming me. So I had to do it. Plus, there's so many Koreans on this card. Every fight has either a Korean or a Japanese. Not every fight, but majority of these fights have a Korean or Japanese guy in each one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of the 12 fights have either a Korean or Japanese guy in it. So they have some Japan versus Japan violence. We got some Korea versus Korea violence. All sorts of good stuff. Oh, yeah, I can't wait to hear Devin's dad yell at him. That's one of the best parts of watching Devin Clark fight. His dad would be like, "Get up." Well, I'm trying, Dad. What do you want me to do? Get up, boy, get up. The Clark dad factor at the Apex. I know, and it's so there's nobody there, so his voice just echoes. Devin Clark, he's got to kind of feel a little bit embarrassed, I would think, having his dad yell at him like he's still in high school, like to 9th grade wrestling. Come on, boy, grab that leg, get up, sprawl. I love it. It's great. But then get up, Devin, get up. Exactly. Oh, cheers to Devin Clark's dad. God bless him. You don't find corner guys like that all the time. Anyway, Da Un Jung, Dave, when he comes back from taking a leak and getting a drink, he's going to read some stats for you, but I'm sure they're going to go in the favor of Da Un Jung. He's definitely my pick. Like I mentioned, he is my unranked contender contest pick. Don't get it twisted. Devin Clark, he does have some skill, and I like him. I just think Da Un Jung's on a little bit higher level. That's all. I'm not saying Devin Clark's a bum. He's not a bum. He's just not cut out for UFC caliber fighting. He says his dad is drunk when he does it. Oh, no shit. I did not know that. Here's, like I said, here's Here's to Devin Clark's dad. Going out, shout out to Devin Clark's dad.
I think I missed something.
Devin Clark's dad is the best corner guy in the country. That's what you missed. Get up,
Devin. Fucking yelled at his kid and fucking demeaned him.
Yeah, I know.
That was not coaching.
Just like who's the girl whose boyfriend?
That was not coaching.
Who's the girl fighter whose boyfriend just embarrassed her too?
I went for a fucking drink in a fucking bathroom, and you guys are talking about how Devin Clark's dad is a good coach. What the fuck did I just?
Sarcasm. It's sarcasm. We're just joking. He's horrible.
My mind here. Ice Viking. Real news. Help me. What the fuck is going on here?
That's the jolt he needs from his family, from his dad. He's been doing it. It's been working since he was like 8 years old in Pee-wee wrestling.
This fight was over before he started and got signed before the ink dried on the contract.
Right, this was set up. This was supposed to be in Korea. It's set up for the Asian fighters to win their side.
Yeah.
This is a setup for Dawoon Jung to get another victory. He wanted to win in front of his own people.
Calm down. Wait a second. Hang on. Let me calm down. We got this. I'll calm down.
There you go. Got your lighter. I'm surprised not in the lighter holder.
We're coming. It's
Dawoon Jung is a minus 255. Devin Clark is a plus 215. Method of victory, I think, on Tapology, I think I put I think I might have put TKO round 2. But I'm not comfortable with that, with the props. I'm taking definitely Dawoon Jung's my side. I just don't know how it's going to happen. I think on Tapology I did put TKO round 2, but that's Dawoon Jung is the biggest Korean dude I've ever seen. Right, unless you guys let me kick it back to Bloodsport again. The bad guy in Bloodsport, Chung Lee, his real name is Bolo Young. But I don't know if he's Korean or Chinese in like legit ancestry, but he's the biggest Asian dude I've ever seen. That dude's a monster. Even though he's an actor and everything, that dude's a monster. That Bolo Young. Now he's like 70. But his kid is acting now. Bolo Young's got a kid who's into acting. So anyway.
Sorry, kids.
His dad pulled Devin's teeth out of his mouthpiece. Oh, true story. They were smoking weed. No, Illinois Bigfoot.
No,
it's
what is weed? I live in British Columbia, Canada.
It's
Oh, what Bud Country? Obesity?
What's
it stand for? Bud Country? I don't know what it stands for.
BC?
We don't have weed here.
No, it's that what's that called? The
very frowned upon.
Tetra 8. What's the fake weed called? Delta 8. The Delta 8. Come on. Anyway, moving. What do you got, Dave? You got Dawoon Jung? Huh? All right. Okay.
Nothing. Anyways, okay. Stats. Dawoon Wong versus Devin Clark. Real quick. Yes, 6'4" versus 6'0". Reach is pretty much 78 versus 75, so I'm not going to call that anything. Strikes landed per minute for Dawoon Wong, 4.0. Sorry, strikes. Yeah, 4.05 versus 2.94. Much busier on the feet. 3.81 versus 2.86. So might take one strike more per minute. Not a big deal. Ground game is going to be a wash, 2.43 versus 2.30. All the other stats are pretty much a wash except for takedown accuracy. Little bit of advantage on Dawoon Wong here. Heavy on the conspiracy theory once again. I'll go on that bandwagon. This is an Asian card. Dawoon Wong. I don't know if he's going to be able to finish this. As far as the bookies go, let me go real quick. Where's my Dawoon Wong? Where are you, buddy?
Check for a Dawoon Clark. Maybe they have him listed as Dawoon Clark.
All right, so I've got him at minus 250 and plus 200. Bookies, as far as the fight going the distance, They think it's going to go short of distance at -200 versus +150, which is heavily in Da Young's favor. So with that being said, Da Young by TKO, DQ, or submission +100. The math just leads you to go right there. There's your plus money bet right there.
So inside the distance, right? That's what I picked.
Inside the distance +100.
Yeah, I'm not going to prop though. I'm just going to parlay shit. And all right, so far we've agreed on all of them, and neither one of us taking not one underdog on this entire card, which is I don't like that. So after we're done, we got one more fight to cover. After we're done, we're going to find an underdog spot just for scratch off.
What are you talking about? I've got dogs.
Yeah, who?
Hang on a second.
Yeah, we just went through the entire card except for the main event, and you have not one dog.
Fuck, you're right.
Yeah, I know I'm right. Okay, let's cover the main event, and then we're gonna go back. We're gonna make our 3-leg parlay, and we're gonna pick a dog spot to throw a fucking lotto ticket on. So we're at the main event. We got the Black Beast, Derek Lewis, going against Sergey Spivak, the polar bear, right? Polar bear, most dangerous bear in the animal kingdom. Actually, polar bear is the only bear that will hunt a human to eat it. Like, they'll stalk and hunt a human to kill and eat. Look at this face off. Both of them shiny bald heads like that. I think Sergey Spivak he's like taller. I think the girth goes to Derek Lewis, but I think physically, like physical ability, I think Spivak's probably got the better gas tank. And I know he works all around. He works his wrestling, he works grappling. I've seen him on Instagram video. He's cornered a lot of fighters too. He's been pretty active in the fight scene, where Derek Lewis, he just likes to eat ribs in Houston and train and power punch.
Let me give you one little tip on Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis is a winter fighter. He does not like training during the summertime. He likes relaxing. He likes his barbecues. He likes all that shit during the summertime. During the wintertime, he turns into a motherfucking assassin. This camp, he has been training over and above and beyond. This is not a winter fighter. You've heard him on his interviews beforehand. He doesn't like fighting during the summertime because, you know what? Summertime's for fucking chilling. But wintertime, that's the time he makes his money. He's coming off of a loss. He is not going to go 2 losses in a row against this fucking kid. I'm so far all in Derek Lewis within distance.
Oh, you're crazy.
Not even funny.
You're crazy. But okay, you want a t-shirt about that?
Within distance, you guys don't have a clue what's about to come out of this fucking corner.
I do have a clue, and Derek Lewis is going to either lose by ground and pound or decision.
Derek Lewis is knocking this guy out.
No, maybe he might get a lucky shot, but
all right,
see what happens.
T-shirt
bet for sure.
T-shirt bet.
I'm glad we disagree on one of these folks.
I owe you a t-shirt.
Do you? Oh, I know. Every time I lose to you, I buy the t-shirt the next day, and you've been getting them.
No, I owe you one. So I mean, you know what? T-shirt bet on this one, kid. I got Derek Lewis within distance.
Oh, I got the vampire, Sergey Polar Bear Vampires, Sergey Spivak.
Nah, you guys
but
are
look, Dev does have a big thing. Black Beast undefeated in Vegas. Yeah.
No. Shit. Wintertime, I'm telling you, small ring. This is not going to the ground. This is going to ground and pound. Oh, this is so over, so fast. Lewis all day long. Welcome back, Beast. Welcome back. You need to avenge your last loss.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm glad we differ on that one. I'm all over Sergey Spivak. He's better, well-rounded. He's like If he gets caught, Derek Lewis tag out anybody if he gets caught. But Derek Lewis 10 double-digit losses. They don't just I don't care if they're in Houston, wherever they were, he still lost 10 times. Spivak's only lost 3. Come on. Okay, but anyway, good. I'll take a free T-shirt.
Augustus Sakai, who is over the hill and
on the way. Did you get my hat? Did you get the hat I sent you last time?
No, there's a hat.
I bought you a hat because last T-shirt built. Yeah, you should be getting it any day.
I'd love a hat.
You'll get it. It's coming in the mail. It's a nice one too.
Anyways, his last fight against Augustus Sakai. Augustus Sakai is on the way down. I don't care if you beat Augustus Sakai right now in 2022. He peaks in 2016, 2017. Before that, he beat a football player, which is not that impressive. Before that, he lost to Tom Aspinall, who Tom Aspinall got knocked the fuck out last.
What? Tom Aspinall didn't get knocked the fuck out by anybody. He hurt his leg that last fight.
Really? You want to go there?
Where?
Round 1. He's out.
Yeah, that was the leg. He hurt his damn leg. Don't you remember watching that?
Come on.
Yeah, come on.
First round.
His leg buckled. Come on. Anyway, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, so like 4 months ago, you're like when you sent me the T-shirt, like Tom Aspinall's the future heavyweight champion.
Yeah. Well,
now you're singing a different song because Black Beast Derek Lewis does the beast crawl and sticks his tongue out. Sergey Spivak's gonna beat the shit out of him. We'll see. Anyway,
no way in hell. I'm Derek Lewis all day long. I'm the beast all day long.
Okay, all that speckled red in there. Right. I love that. 10 double-digit losses. I fade double-digit loss fighters.
Who does the chat have? Come on. Ice Viking, help me out. Real News, help me out.
Well, MMA Jesus, Dev is on your side. He's with him. MPTV seems to be with him. I'm going with Spivak. That's good. We're going separate sides. Finally, a fight we now don't agree on. Now,
because the rest of the card really sucks, and Sean Shelby.
Oh, talky. We have to find a 3-leg fight parlay that's going to be a decent plus money. So we might just take but some of these I don't feel comfortable putting on a parlay.
Okay, Ty Burra, you comfortable?
Yep. Ty Burra at -142. That's a good one. Okay.
Troy versus Nelson.
Yeah, but look at
Troy versus Nelson. Come on, you got comfortable.
MPTV, that's his underdog pick on the card. He looks ripped. I don't know. I told you, Duo Choi's coming off those injuries. He didn't serve his mandatory military thing in Korea. He got exempt from it because of his injuries. That's what I don't like about that fight. I'm not putting that one on. I'll take Jekka Saragi, the cringe blood sport guy with the quick pose, throat punch, offensive, the best face off. I'll take that guy.
At -110.
-123, I got him. But yeah, -110 is even better.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Temporarily put him in there for now.
All right.
How about Seung-Young Choi versus Hoon Seung-Young Park? I got Park here.
For what?
Choi versus Park.
No, I don't know these guys. They look I told you they look like they're looking in a mirror at each other. I couldn't even tell them apart except for was that stupid tattoo on Troy. I don't know. I'm definitely not putting that one in because I literally flipped a coin to hit Park. If the coin came up tails, it would have been Choi. Korea versus Korea.
So no, okay. You're good with Do-Hoy Choi versus Kyle Nelson.
I'm better with Jun Young Park over Dennis Tyalulin.
Yeah, okay, that one's a guarantee.
Yeah, let's do that one. Dennis Tylulin's Rockin' Sock'em Robot. All right, so let's plug that into. I got my bet online up on my other screen here, so plug this in. We've got June Young Park minus 234. Add on Jekka Saragi minus 123.
Really?
And Marcin, what?
That's a coin flip.
No, the Indian dude sucks, dude. You saw, look at you. I showed you how Sean Shelby pushed him off.
I know.
Get out of here. Come on. Jacob Saragi. He's got him.
I could ragdoll both of those guys.
Well, I'd hope so. Well, I don't know. I don't think you can. I don't think you can.
My hot tub pictures. I'm ripped.
Okay, where are we at? Marcin Tybura. All right, enough playing games. Okay, so those three all together pays out a plus 341. I like that. Plus 341. I'll place that bet.
All right, post that here.
And I'm gonna copy paste, clean it up for the chat. If there was, obviously your underdog pick on the card is right there, Black Beast, Derek Lewis. If I had to take, I take all favorites through the entire card. But if I had to take one underdog person, like gun to my head, pick an underdog right now, I would take Jia Yi against Zhang Yang Li because of his 7 takedowns per fight, and Zhang Yang Li has shitty takedown defense. And wrestler versus striker, Jia Yi at plus 215. That would be my spot if I was to do a scratch off, gun to head, pick an underdog. That's who I would have to pick. Now let me see if I can find this pending bets. Here we go. Copy paste.
All right. Happy Asian New Year. With the Asian
that was a week or two ago. You're the rabbit. You're the wet rabbit. What's that?
We haven't had a stream since then, and this is the Asian card. So
you're right.
If in doubt, bet on a Korean.
Or Japanese guy. Zipper heads. I can get away with saying that because I'm Asian.
I'm trying not to be racist. We talked about this. I have been my.
I might as well take advantage of it. I got the card. I can play that card.
Oh.
I'm gonna clean that up. Okay.
Oh, Round Eye so fat. No more buffet for you.
Oh, can I get a bigger maca, dude? Come on.
Round Eyes, no more eat Round Eye. Round Eye, no more buffet for Round Eye. Round Eye had too much buffet.
That's Chinese. There's one Chinese fighter on this card.
I've been good. My racist jokes have not come out.
I like the ones you're saying off camera. High expectations.
No, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying
it. Oh, you took a blood test and your test came back. You're B positive. That's not good. You should have got an A.
That's a disappointment. Your blood test.
The blood test joke that you're trying to figure out. I got a blood test joke. I just don't know. I know the punchline. I just don't know how to set it up. Well, I just did it for you, bud. Oh, your blood test, you got a B plus. You're supposed to get A.
Oh fuck! I've been working these jokes for a couple days now. I apologize.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
basis. I am not woke enough. I apologize. This is not my. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? It's not my channel, so I don't give a fuck.
I don't care either. It is my
me.
channel, and I don't care. Have fun. Have
I've
fun with
canceled you before.
it. All right.
All right.
Cleaning let me clean this up. We got Jun Young Park, Jake Saragi, and Marcin Tybura as a 3-leg parlay. 3-leg parlay. And
Nick Alexander, switch to Lewis. Come on, you got this. Get on that Lewis bandwagon. He's got this.
No way.
Okay, we got this t-shirt bet, right?
Yeah, t-shirt bet on the last fight. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. You want to step it up? Like, how you want to do this? You want to up this a little bit? $100?
No. I'll do a t-shirt bet for it. I'm not betting $100 on it. I got bet online right here. I could place so many better bets than that. I'm not that confident in Sergey Spivak, but I think he's going to win enough to make a t-shirt bet. Right there, 3-leg parlay. That's our official. Jun Young Park, Jake Saragi, Marcin Tybura. All 3 legs comes out to plus 341. Put it in, lock it in. Oh, look it. Chicken fried rice. Chicken fried rice.
Thank you, Dev.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I do have a Bellator parlay. I was looking at that. You guys want to make a Bellator parlay? Let's do it quick. I got one. And there's a couple underdogs on it too, I think. Oh, let me pull that up. Yeah, I was checking it out. That's also big Bellator event tomorrow too. I don't know what's gonna be better. Bellator's earlier too. Remember, UFC's a late card. Starts at 10 Eastern. So Bellator right here. It's a Bellator 290. Okay, I was looking through this earlier. We have this is my spots I'm gonna parlay. Okay. Darian Caldwell plus money, plus 115. He's taking on Nikita Mikhail, who Russian guy. I didn't check this stuff on Tapology, so I don't really know I'm going just by name recognition. All right. Alejandro Lara minus 123.
Oh,
put him in. What?
Okay. I'm trying to catch up. You're going way too fast. I thought you were gonna affect me.
No, you can catch. You should pull up Tapology for the Bellator. You should do this the right way.
You're picking Caldwell.
Caldwell, yeah, I put, and he's plus money, plus 115. And also look at Dev likes him as well.
Jesus Christ. Getting there. Motherfuckers. Okay.
There we go.
Well,
we got
Caldwell versus.
Right. He's coming off 3 losses, but I'm sure they're against notable names. I know they are because he's good. I can't read that small. You got to read them out loud.
Okay. So Caldwell is coming off his 3 losses. His 3 losses are against Enrique Barzola.
Good guy.
Who was 16-5. He got knocked out in the 3rd round. Then he lost against Alejandro Higel, who was 20-5, split decision. Then he lost to AJ McKee Jr., who was 15-0 by modified neck crank. His last win was 3 years ago to Adam Boric, who was undefeated at the time by rear naked choke. And then a decision before that in 2019 by Henry Corrales. And then a couple losses before that. So, okay. And you're going against Nikita Mikhailov.
Coming off a loss, right?
Against Enrique Barzola, which sounds very familiar from last fight I just analyzed.
Yeah, he beat them both. He beat Enrique Barzola is good, man. He's good.
Yeah. Previous to that, 8-5 ground and pound. in round 3 for Blaine Schutt. Before that, Brian Moore, decision. He was 14-7 at the time. Before that, Muhammad Eminov, majority decision, 13-0. And we're going to 2018 before that.
All right.
So, yeah.
I'm taking Caldwell anyway, and Dev agrees with me. So anyway, here's another one. Sabah Homasi, -175. I think it's good value. So right there, I got let's see. I'm gonna get rid of this girl fight, Alejandra Lara, and get rid of her. But I do know that name. I liked it. But so far, I got Caldwell, Homasi, and who else was I looking at? Neiman Gracie, -255. I know it's kind of steep, but that's another leg that's he should just walk through that guy. Johnny Evans -300. He's gonna win, and Bader, but I'm not touching those because they're too chalky. But look, those 3 fights I just said, Caldwell, Homasi, and Gracie, that pays out a plus 370. 370 parlay place bet.
Gracie is good call.
Sabah Homasi is a good call too, at -175. That's good value there.
Sorry, which one?
Sabah Homasi.
Oh, versus Brennan Ward.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
These other ones, like I want to take Lorenz Larkin, but I don't know this Muhammad Burkhamov. I'm afraid of guys ending V. Henry Corrales, he's a veteran, but Ahmed Megamedov, come on. Like you can't bet against that name. Crazy if you do. I think that Carl Abrexton, that sounds familiar, but I'm gonna stick with that 3-leg parlay I just said, which was Homasi, Caldwell, and Gracie. All 3 of them together, and they're plus 370. Good value there. Okay, Jalen Bates by sub. He's going against Jornel Lugo. He's he's plus money too, plus 220. I don't know enough about those 2 guys though, to be honest with you. Fedor for old times. Hey, Dirty Reg, what's going on, buddy? I don't have Gracie. Well, I think you should. Fedor for old time's sake. I'll take the rookie and Bader. Yep. I got Tokov. Oh, Anatoly Tokov. Oh, that's a plus money too. I think Johnny Eblin's going to win that one. I just can't put money on -300. Bader -350. Larkin. That's what I was thinking about that, but man, I'm afraid of that Burkhamov. I'm afraid of guys that end in V that I don't know much about. Dev, you always got a lot of dogs. No issues here. Give me the sophomore year fighter and Bader. Ryan Bader. Yeah. Don't bet Gracie. He's too wild. I don't know. I think he's a solid pick.
Yeah, he's solid. Gracie.
Bader's a NyQuil fighter. He puts me to sleep every time. I just hope you don't put Fedor to sleep. I think he's gonna. I think Fedor's definitely past his prime. He might have another win left in him, but Bader's like he's prime. He's in his prime. What?
Ranj, how old are you?
48.
Yeah, I'm 47. How old is Fedor?
I don't know. How old is he?
No reason to be in the cage.
How old is he?
I don't want to speak out of turn. 46.
Oh, so he's a year younger than you.
Yeah. You have no business being in the cage.
I know. That's definitely why he's going to lose, too. Thank you, MPTV. 46 years old. You know what? Tom Brady just retired for real this time. You know why? because he's 46. Because he's the same age, and he realizes, you know what? I think 46. I just got this offer to become an announcer, and I'm still. They're still going to pay me the 2 years left of my multi-million-dollar contract deal. I might have just retired and just not. Yeah, after 45, call it. Just might as well just call it. Start coaching, announcing, do something other than having to put yourself in the ring, unless you're going to fight another old timer. Like if you're going to fight another 46-year-old, then sure. But I mean, you got to go against old time tournaments. None of this. You can't go against a up and coming like a hot in his prime champion in Bader. You know what I mean? Y'all talking about all time great like he's doo-doo. No, I'm not. He was great. He was, but everybody's so was Andre Arlovski at one time, but now they're just not the same.
Okay, stop. Ryan Bader is going up against Fedor. You don't think Ryan Bader is going to train his ass off because he's fighting that name?
He better be taking some supplements though, because after 40, in your 40s, your testosterone level goes down.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Bader. I'm talking about what's his name? Old timer. Fedor. His T levels are. My T levels are down. Testosterone, they go down after 40 years old. Testosterone drops. He starts getting tired at 3:30 in the afternoon for no reason. That's just life, buddy. Just life happens. Okay. Didn't Randy Couture win his heavyweight belt at 44? Yeah, but that was a different time too. What was that? That was like 15 years ago, wasn't it? So does Fedor have a chance really? I don't think so. I mean, 350, that's kind of value there. It's kind of value, but yeah, his T levels are for sure down. Heard Scott Coker invited a bunch of legendary fighters to be in attendance for this card. I'm sure he did. Might as well. All the cheer for the old Fedor. Fedor's got to have somebody backing him. Anybody with sense though is going to be like. Definitely do not take Darth Vader for sure. Anyway, what you looking at, Dave?
Trying to find the face-offs.
Oh, for the Bellator card? Look, they got a whole mob of people up there.
Okay. Well, which Bellator is it?
This one's called 290, right? Bellator 290. Just type in Bellator 290 face-offs or something.
I'm getting there. I'm not as good as fucking Jamie.
If Fedor wins, I'll roast each of you to no end. If he loses, he was supposed to. I can't lose. You're absolutely right, Dirty Reg. And you feel free. If Fedor wins, go ahead and say I told you guys so. I'll give you that. That's how confident I think he's gonna lose. Fedor Emelian. No. Then he's got like a brother that was a pedo, right? He got a brother that got arrested over in Russia for being a pedophile for sure. And his brother was a fighter too. Forgot his name, but he was a Emelianenko. How do you say his last name? Fedor Emelianenko or something. Let me phonetically say it.
Okay, wait a second.
Emelianenko. Emelianenko.
I found it. Back to me.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at Look at Bader. Look at Bader compared to Fedor. Fedor wearing the shirt because he's embarrassed to take it off.
All right, here we go. What a douchebag right here. I'm sorry. Like fucking douchebags of douchebags right here.
Play it out. There any like anything? Just they're just gonna stand and stare like that? Or That's how it goes, plays out. Oh,
Yeah,
look it right there. Stop it. Who looks like a fighter? Who looks like a fighter, and who looks like he just came off his bowling league, his Tuesday night bowling league. I just bowled the 260 tonight, high score.
Ryan Bader's ready for this. He's been training for this his whole life.
Yeah, come on. I mean, Fedor maybe 20 years ago was his prime. It was like legit.
Dude,
10,
how
even
would,
fit 10,
how would
15.
you feel about being able to knock out the world's best fighter in the, like, honestly, in the history, the world's best fighter, Fedor. Bader is fucking been training for this shit. I don't think Fedor has. I really don't.
No.
No, but Bader, look at him.
I know he's ripped. I might put in a 5-fight parlay and put Bader in it just to increase my chances.
Very impressed with how Bader's showing up here. Very impressed. And
I'm gonna 5-fight parlay and round robin. I'm gonna round robin 5 fights. Caldwell at plus money. Gracie, Homasi, Bader, probably, and I don't know. I was gonna take Johnny Eblin, but Dev was saying, "Oh, don't take him." I don't know. Dev also said, "Don't take."
Ryan Bader is 330.
Yeah, I know, but if I round robin it, it's gonna be put in a 3-leg parlay with other people like Caldwell, and let's see, I can round robin 4 teams.
Caldwell is at plus 125. Plus money there.
Yeah. Okay, a 4-team parlay with Bader, Homasi, Gracie, and Caldwell. 4-team parlay is plus 504. Now I'm going to round robin it by 3s. That's 4 bets. I'm going to make 4 $10 bets. So I'm going to risk $40. It's going to win me 120. So my total risk is $50. I can win. If all 4 of them win, I win $170 place. That's good. That's safe. That's good. That's good. That's all my action for Bellator. That's it. Staying away. The rest, it's all the favorites, and parlay all the favorites for UFC.
Jesus.
Masturbator. Stupid. That's stupid. I love it though. If Fedor wins, you better not log in. I'm gonna be up your butt like a G-string. If he loses, he was supposed to. Yeah, it's a win-win for you, Dirty Wrench. Win-win, and I'll do that. I'll take the punishment. He loses. He's not gonna. Fedor is not gonna win. Master Bader is gonna win handedly. I can't wait. I just put money on it, so good on me. All right, we're over 2 hours. We got our parlays in for Bellator and UFC, and tomorrow Dev said he's going to watch him and Sal are going to have the thing up, the whole from original prelim Tatsuo Tara fight all the way to the end. It starts at 10 o'clock Eastern, so I can't promise I'll be in it till the end because, my T levels are low too. I start getting tired a lot earlier than I used to be. So you guys go and like MPTV says, make your Tapology picks. Group, what is it? What is the number?
Group number 926. We are
926. Growing and growing. There's a couple girls in there I started following that they're like, oh, thanks for the follow, cutie. I know they might even be just catfishing. They might not even be girls.
You know what, guys? 60 people, which puts us, believe it or not, top 20 in all the picking groups.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Which
Where's
is
that
cool.
MMA goat milk? That must be up high. That must be like top 10.
MMA Gold Milk is number 1. They
Is
have
it?
159 members. I get it.
How many do you have?
60.
Oh, sweet. Climbing up there though. We're competing. That's good.
Yeah.
Good on you. Yeah, everybody, if you already haven't, which I think everybody in this chat is part of it so far. Yeah, just looking through here. Everybody in here, except for the guy in the very beginning. What was his name? He was a new guy.
All right. So
Patty
now,
Mills.
here's a new here's a new segment of this show going over Tapology picks. We got Real News is in there, Dirty Reg is in there. Who else is in the chat here? MMA Jesus, Kairos EL, Ice Viking, all these guys here.
All killers too. All good, smart picks.
I'm kind of curious what MMA Jesus has.
He's got a lot of underdogs. He said.
I got some.
You got one underdog, so don't even say you got some. You got one.
MMA Jesus, I can watch your shit. I can see what's coming up. Oh, here we go. He's got his. Here we go. You want to see what MMA Jesus has?
Oh, for his picks?
Oh, yeah.
Read them out.
I don't know what you mean. No. MMA Jesus, I don't want to. Sorry. Real News MMA, I don't want to mess up your picks.
Real News isn't even on. He probably didn't even know I was coming on tonight. He's probably watching some. I don't know. All right.
News. Oh, Real News. You have Lewis? Oh, Real News and I are on the same page here. Young, Imanov.
Oh, he's got Blagoy Ivanov too.
Joy.
Unreal.
Oh, Real News.
No, those are good. That's a good pick. There he is. There's the blood sport guy.
Oh, Real News, dude. We have all this.
He's doing, all the favorites. Go figure.
We have, Real
Except
News.
He's taking Blagoy Ivanov and he's taking Derek Lewis. But Real News hasn't. He hasn't been on top of the leaderboard in a while.
Real News and I have the same picks, so I'm all good.
Oh, rest assured now. You're definitely gonna come on. Real News never won.
Real News and I are dialed in.
He picked Blagoy Ivanov with the scar right in his heart scar. That's he ought to change his nickname to Heart Scar. Blagoy Heart Scar Ivanov. Death Cheater Ivanov. That's what he changed his name to. Bulgarian Death Cheater. Unreal. All right. You can see everybody's picks as soon as they post them. He just showed you. What's Ice Vikings picks? Did he make his picks yet?
Here's Ice Viking right here.
Yeah, let's see.
BC Canada, my homie.
You guys all meet up, have some dinner. Let's just go scroll down. Let's see what he's got.
Hang on a second. Oh no, Ice, can I do this? Am I allowed?
Yeah, of course you're allowed to do it. Come on. He can always change them. What's he gonna do?
Hang on a second. I've got PFL 1 UFC Ice. I don't have you, buddy.
So he didn't make his picks yet, or did he?
Wait a second. Oh no, I do. Oh,
let's see it. Tension's mounting. All right, there you go. Spivak, smart. Down jump, smart. Keep going. Come on, keep going. I bet you's all favorites. All favorites. Let's go. All favorites. There's one that he's taking an Indian boy. Taking the Indian guy. Okay, Lee's a favorite.
Yeah,
favorite.
Kim.
Favorite.
Right.
So he's got one underdog, and that's the Indian guy in Anshul Jubilee, which is the plus 103. Close. Otherwise, all favorites.
I feel like I'm exposing people I shouldn't.
Huh?
I feel like I'm exposing people I shouldn't.
You just said, yeah, go ahead. Look right there. Yeah, go ahead. Creeping on my picks now. Haha. Yeah, go ahead. That's fine. I told you, everybody got the same picks except for main event. Everybody else is taking all favorites. A couple people are taking the Indian dude. But aside from that, I haven't seen anybody taking any of the plus 200 or better underdogs. Nobody's taking those underdogs. Rarity, except for who is it? Somebody took Blagoy Ivanov. What's he? Plus 122. He's not even that big of an underdog either. So, all right.
Who's creeps? Who's picks did I creep?
Who?
Oh, Johnny Picks.
Johnny K Picks.
Oh, hey, where the hell is Cole? Hey, Blood Money.
He's in there. Should be.
No, he's not. Cody.
How can he not be?
I'm gonna fucking bitch at Cody. Where's this shit? Silky Bees in here.
All right. Starting to get tired, so my low T is starting to act up. So, I will maybe I'll see you guys tomorrow in the chat. We'll see what happens.
Check out just live stream tomorrow with Sel. He'll be on there.
Yeah, Dev and Sel are gonna be live the entire time. Of course, what's his name? The Bulgarian cowboy Vlad. I always jump on his stream when the fights are on. So maybe I'll see you around, maybe not. If not, next week's another card. We'll do another after weigh-ins recap. Okay, everybody, thanks for tuning in tonight. Oh, Cody forgot his picks again.
Cody.
Yeah, on Tapology. He'll get him in though, maybe. He's got tonight. He's got like 11 hours from now, so whatever. Anyway, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Good luck tomorrow on your bets. Safe bet is take favorites all the way through. You know, of course, there's a couple spots where you could go underdog, but I'm taking favorites throughout the entire damn card. I did a full 12 card favorite parlay, and $10 wins you $7,000. Not bad. That's if every single favorite comes through, which it should. But anyway, good luck tomorrow. If you guys want to see me, and Dave will probably be on Dev's channel right here, MMA Jesus, and Sell the Red will be watching, doing a watch along with these fights. They're free, ESPN Plus. Tune in or tune out. See you guys tomorrow probably, and good night. Say bye, Dave. Say bye, Dave. Bye, Dave.
Bye.